25 millilitres of wee wee. Exactly. That's half a litre of fresh stock bath in there. Although it looks like I've been weeing into mayonnaise jars like Howard Hughes or something. Let's put that over there. So I've got the fixer and the stock bath. Now finally the developer. Now this is the big one. 26. Very close. That's 4.1. Okay, so I'm going to dissolve it in the jar and then add it to the to this, which is the soda. It says you have to make sure everything's dissolved, but it's just gone milky. But there's no solid in it, so I assume it's dissolved. And now I'll dissolve this vitamin C, and I'll use the rest of the water to do the coffee. I'm going to have to probably find out a better way of doing all of this next time. That's a shitload of coffee. So I've got my coffee, I've got my vitamin C there, and I've got my washing soda in that one. And all together should make 500 ml of Caffenol. Wow. That's thick as hell. If I drank that, I'd be up all night. If I drank it with the washing soda, I'd be up all night being sick, probably. And then I'd wake up dead tomorrow. Anyway, just make sure everything's dissolved. Okay, so I've got my Caffenol developer, I've got my stock bath, I've got my fixer, all mixed and ready to go. The next step is to get all of these films, these old films, and somehow pull the film out of them. Here's the Boots. Look, Boots has its own developing envelope. Look at that. I don't know, probably went straight to Hemel Hempstead or something. I don't know. And here's the Boots. It's in a sort of a space age looking thing here. Look at that. Here's the Russian film inside the cassetta. That's going to be easy to get out, obviously. It just pops open. And finally, one of the last ever Kodachrome 40. Of course, we'll only get it in black and white. I'm going to do the whole thing not in complete darkness, which is a pain in the arse, but I'm going to use one of these, a changing bag. So it's not going to be much to look at while I do all this inside the bag, so I'm going to stop now. Right, well that was very exciting. Basically took me about 15 minutes, but I inside this changing bag thing, I yanked a couple of feet out the end of every cartridge and put it into here. It's all here, it's in the tank, so it's time to put the Caffenol in. It's about 20 degrees. I've been told to start at about 15 minutes developing time. Start. And I have to agitate it every minute. I'll start off with a bit of agitation to get it going. I'll see you in 15 minutes. So, it's coming up. 10 seconds. One last agitation. Why not? 6, 5, 4. Let's take the lid off. 3, 2, 1, and out goes the Caffenol. Oh my god! Look at that. Ugh. Oh, and it smells awful. One more rinse. Good luck. Oh my god! It smells like Copydex. Remember the latex glue smells like? It's sort of fishy, nasty. Stop bath in there. There we go. Stop that. I think you do that for a minute. Right, I'm going to pull the stop back. Stop bath can be reused, so back it goes in the mayonnaise wee wee jar. And last of all, the fixer. A very smelly, nasty fixer. You're supposed to put this in for a certain amount of time, and it's supposed to let it stand. I don't know how long it's supposed to be. I'm going to have to read up on that. I'll give it a good 2 minutes. Alright, so it's moment of truth time. Did the fixing for a few minutes, gave it a good wash. Let's see what we've got. Some of this film's got something called remjet on it, which you have to rub off before you can see through it. Let's see, number 1. It looks completely black. Maybe it's got remjet on it. Oh yeah, there's something black's coming off. Wait a minute, what's that? Oh my god, there is something. Yeah, there's a little, I see frames, I see some frames there. Oh, let's rub all this stuff off and we'll see what we got. I've just finished the remjet removal on the first piece of film, and it's been a bit of a pain in the arse. I can imagine doing a whole roll of film is going to be a complete pain in the arse, but it's encouraging because I actually can see images on this one, even though they're sort of stained like coffee brown. So I'm going to put that one aside and start work on the next one. Okay, so here are the films hanging up to dry, and as you can see we do have some images. I'm not really sure about this one. We've got the other two. Something you can see through. What I'm going to do is to jam them into my flatbed film scanner and see if I can get stills off them, and then I'm going to thread them all together and project them and grab a little movie and see what we got. Right, well, surprisingly the best images came from the Boots film. This is what you're looking at now. These are 2 images from some mystery person's holiday who never sent it in and eventually put the film on eBay. It looks like some resort somewhere sunny, somewhere called St. Paul's Bar. Interested to see what the rest of the film looks like. The pink tint is what happened after I enhanced it in Photoshop. I didn't add that tint at all. So the second film, the Ektachrome 160, didn't turn out very well. I had to Photoshop it like mad to even get this much image. There's a couple of water spots you can see in the center and to the left of the picture. I will try and reduce that next time by adding a little bit of washing up liquid to the final wash. Not very good image generally, the Ektachrome 160. Now here's the Kodachrome 40, which I thought would look better, but it's possible that it wasn't filmed in enough light. That was shot indoors on a bit of a cloudy day. That's me putting my thumb up. Not too bad, got some image though. Now this is the Russian stuff, and it came out very well, I think. It looks alright, and I'm surprised really, because when I held the film up to the light, I could really almost see nothing, but quite confident that the rest of it is going to look alright. So, that's it. The next thing is to do the entire process again on an entire roll of film, and that'll be in part 3. Very exciting. See you then.